A quick concept, or a quick commentary on the paid promotion. I thought of this earlier and I didn't tell it somewhere. I've been commenting on so many opinions or factors here legally in my mind. Why would about to have a third one. I've had two. Why would I think? Okay, I haven't analyzed it. Okay, I just listened to commentary. Let's say less than an hour ago. It's now about 10:52 a.m. You know, the 9th day of July, year 2023. I watched like a less than 4 minute video where a guy explains that. I just saw it titled Outdoor Channel. Why in what cases he includes paid promotion. I can get that, you know, just because you get, it depends on how you look at it on the technicality. I would have to know more about what does it mean about free products. You know, free products to maybe try out and review. Okay, there's so much more I would have to know. When a person gets free products, do they have to be later included in a video? Do they have to be? But either way, I'd have to know more about. Well, okay, here's my thought. Why would free products be counted as payment, directly or indirectly? Because if the product is usable, if it's resellable, if it has a value, you can sell it. So it's a form of, you could, technically it would be a gift. Like for just the thought of this, like if somebody gives a brand new car to somebody, who pays the sales taxes? It could often still be the receiver. That's conditional. It could be on the one doing the gift, or the recipient of the gift. My mother told me many years ago that I don't know if I'm going to tell this right. That you know the famous singer and actor Elvis Presley gave this man a gift like of a Cadillac car, and he said you would think it would be rude, but the man said he's like I don't like Cadillacs. And then he turned around and gave him the type of vehicle that he wanted. And then and I think Elvis said he's like that's okay. He's like I got the joy of giving you something twice. Okay, let's say if people are doing the paid promotion deal on there, let's say. Yeah, paid promotion right there. That would be somebody paying them with a product to promote it. But then, you know, unless it gets 100% negative review, I don't know how that works. You know, it may be like it's a usable product. It needs some improvements in this area, that area. And I bought some flea and tick stuff last night. I did. And I've got some shampoo, too, that I'm going to have to use. I don't know what color it was, but I put on a flea and tick collar like year before last. I don't know if it's coincidental. 2021. This is 2023. I put it it's just one. I don't think it had been a brand that I'd used. Next thing I know, like within 3-4 weeks later, it's like the problem quits for all dogs, and I'm contributing it. You know, because some of them advertise on the package full body protection. A couple years ago, I used a particular flea, and it's either one that started with the S brand or one that started with the an H brand. Okay, you think about it that way. If people are doing this way, paid promotions on YouTube, okay, I definitely understand. If you're getting direct payment, monetary payment, that's a paid promotion. But if you're getting a certain amount of free products, whether you got to put them up, especially if you're obligated to do a review on it, especially if it gets a positive review, that is in a, it's a well, if you're having to do a review for it, you're basically working for the product you got. You've already got pre-negotiated agreement. If you're getting the product from a vendor with even the agreement that whether I give a positive review or a negative review, I can say whatever I want about the product. You're basically having to work for that product, even though it's counted free from the vendor. You're still later obligated to give a review on the product that you received. So you're obligated to use the product and then put it in a video and give your review about it. So what did the people do with these free products later? Why can't they sell some of them? So you get an outdoor, you get a hatchet or something or a machete that's meant to make fires or kindling for a campfire, cook fire, outdoor cooking, outdoor camping, whichever. Why you like it, why you don't like it. Either way, it's what would these people end up doing if they're doing their YouTube channel for up to 5 years. They got a lot of items that they've received free from vendors. Would they not be able to, unless they just keep all of it or give a lot of it away to gifts like friends and family, would they not be able to sell some of it? So I'm saying if they're getting a lot of free products and they later get to sell it, that's, I don't know. If I put it that way, you would say a lot of people in regard to the financial aspect of it or the IRS side of it or whatever, they would, it'd be like, man, that's a gray area. That's getting technical. But just over the course of the year, if you got a lot of products for free and then you later decide to do something on eBay and to start selling them and under like a ghost name or a business name, unaffiliated to the YouTube channel or online business on Amazon or however, so it's technically a payment then. You would say by direct or indirect trade. If you're receiving something counted as a free product, I'd have to know more about it. I'd have to analyze it. I don't know. There seems to be an indication that the free, I would have to know more about it. In order to be able to get the free product, if you're obligated to give a review, if you're obligated to give a review, what does that mean? You show your usage of it in a video clip, or you just give a review like, here's the product, I've used it. Either way, whether you're doing it out on the field or just in an office or on a porch, and you're saying, okay, here's a product I've used. Whether you give video clips of how you used it, but you're just describing the pros and cons of what you don't like about the product. If you had basically a predetermined or pre-negotiated agreement that in order to receive the product, you have to give a review of it publicly or on your YouTube channel, you're directly and indirectly advertising and promoting that product. So it's basically the pre-negotiated trade agreement is, I give you a product for free, but in exchange for trade is, whether it's a positive or negative review or a combination of both, you're gonna show it and put it on your YouTube channel. So technically, it's a trading type of payment agreement. I would have to say so. It's a form of payment, because even if you hate the product, you say it's a certain thing. Say full retail of it goes for about $1,000. You hate it. You give it a negative review. You turn around and sell it for $700. Get rid of it. That was sent to you without cost, other than show it on a camera, show it on your YouTube channel, give a commentary about it in terms of an honest, objective review, but then you turn around and don't send it back to the vendor. technically, it would be, if you want to be real technical in some areas like that, you'd have to almost send it back unless you have the option to retain it or sell it. But I'm just saying in that area, if it had a full retail about $1,000, you turn around and sell it for 700. You just put it on eBay, Amazon, whichever. And I think Walmart now, what do they do? I don't know. I think you can, they got a little bit more competitive online. I haven't bought anything online, let's just say by myself, since late 2020. So I haven't done a lot of online stuff in a while, where farther back past I used to do it more often. Just basically household merchandise or household commodities. But anyway, technically I would have to say it is a paid promotion, even if you're getting a free product. It's a form of indirect payment, and it's by pre-negotiated trade agreement. Yeah. Like, I haven't used this much, but what I like about the concept of it, this little, I'm gonna call it a little hatchet, a miniature hatchet. Not so much for split wood. It's meant to be like a little fire starter. Sliver up little like toothpick kindling. You'll get it. It's meant to be light. Like if you are camping, if you had it safely in your backpack and you're carrying it, it's light. It's meant to be light. You're not having a bunch of heavy tools. So, and then it's got that on there. It's not meant for big, heavy wood. It's meant for be like a little fire starter, or little limbs or dead limbs, green or not, or go chop down a stick to roast hot dogs on. It's meant to be light. It's not meant to be insanely durable. It's not. You're not trying to tote the heavy splitting maul, which I got one laying right down there. I don't even know how much that weighs, but I'd have to say 20 pounds or more. I don't know how much it weighs. 16 plus pounds. And I don't even, oh, that's interesting. I never even looked at that. I never even thought about it. I wonder what that's meant to use on. To me, I would, no, you couldn't get it on the spark plug head. I have a chainsaw or a weed eater. I don't think it would fit over all the way. But I wonder what that's commonly used for. Why did they even have that on there? I can't think of what that would necessarily go on. But, it's like a ratchet, a wrench. A 5/8, a 1/2 inch, 3/8, some of your common sizes right there. I just saw the holes. I've never even thought about them until right now when I saw the numbers. I've not ever given it much. That's a good idea too. Warning, wear safety goggles, user and bystander. That's actually, a lot of us take that for granted. We trimmed a little bit with a woman in Black Springs, Arkansas, not many weeks ago. We were both doing it in flip-flops. I'm wearing these cheap sandals today, but I got something. I don't know. No, I didn't get something in my eye that day. I've recently weed trimmed here. Nope, push mower on that day, and I have my guard off of the push mower. I get grass in my eye. It can scratch it, bother it. Now I've got safety glasses in there like crazy. Even some that come with the weed trimmer in the past. Anyway. I wouldn't mind. I've had some ideas. I wouldn't mind to have a little bit of paid promotion, not just with free products. There's concepts I've had with these people here with this product that I don't really want to say out loud. It's like, man, I don't want to give away all these ideas for free, especially if it's used. They could potentially make millions off of it, millions, or a lot of money if it worked. So it's like, how do I go about that, getting to retain intellectual property rights? That's something that's been on my mind in the increase. I don't know who I read this by, but I respected it. It's either Windows or Microsoft. If not, it was an aspect of Google. But I think it was in more of the Windows Microsoft category. So I read some terminology in the past year or two or less, so something about intellectual property rights. And when I get into that, I respect it. I'm like, okay, wow. But then when I've not even closely read all this, I wouldn't. They're so long. I quit logging into financial accounts more or less spring of 2021, not many months after I basically for over a year did my last online purchase, which was Walmart.com. Of physical merchandise. And I don't do that again until there's a certain woman under this roof in February 2022, over a year ago. and she ordered under her account. I was just more or less the payer, and she wasn't supposed to order anything without telling me or anything like that. One of the first things I suggested to her, she had cracked her phone. It's a Samsung phone. I said, well, to prevent it from cracking more, I said, why don't you go ahead and order a screen protector? She come in that house. She went outside. It was like I think snow on the ground. It was less than 30 degrees. It's below freezing. She dropped it. Come in here, just dropped it like less than 5 feet high, like 3 to 4 feet height, right on the floor, and it cracked it. And I was like, oh! And she was in like less than 5 minutes from going outside to less than 30 degrees. It was below freezing by 4 or 5 degrees. She comes in here where it's probably way over 70 degrees, or at least 70 degrees. And I think the temperature change has made that screen crack so quick and easy. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. And I'm about to my time limit on this recording.